Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Uh, yes, like I said, I have a special guest, Eminem over here.
This is me, the Groby.
You're not CM Punk. I'm done.
Sure.
Oh, you done? I get to play the game some more?
Okay.
But you're right. I am not CM Punk. I'm a lot better.
Anyway, we're here to talk about Friday the 13th, Part 3.
I have never actually seen it until
Yes.
recently.
Apparently he had seen Part 2 before, or at least knew
I've seen the
ending,
ending of part 2.
which is what this starts out with. But yeah, you know, it's weird. Maybe it's because there's someone else there watching it with me, but I you know, this was never one of my top favorites, but I actually enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I still prefer 2, 4, and 6, but this is still good, and the remake.
Jeez.
And for sorry, National Weather Service has
I didn't think the video was gonna play on Facebook, so I apologize.
hello? Don't call here.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, you got the wrong number.
So yeah, like I said, the movie starts with, so obviously since the second film did good, they're gonna, you know, the third one they decide to do it in 3D. Ooh, which now
That was in 3D.
which results in a lot of stuff like this, like right into the screen, right there. A lot of that.
In Walsh, in the beginning of the movie, when she's hiding from Jason in that house, she puts before she even notices it's Jason. I was like, "Hey, look, Jason."
Yeah, because when they're showing the what happened in the second one, Ginny's hiding in the house, and through the window you can see Jason and his bag head coming into view. He's like, "Hey, Jason!" And I'm like, "How? Oh, you can't see that. I never noticed that before." He's like coming through with the. I'm like. By the way, I want to talk about how uncomfortable that would be in that bag thing, because it's only one eye, so you're going around one eye, and you have to try to see what the hell you're doing. You get a whole bunch of people doing it, which is why the mask is more practical. This is the movie. He gets his mask. He does. We start with this guy. This couple actually, but the guy is just eating everything. Donuts. He ate, what was, I don't know what the first thing he ate was, but he was like Sunny the D, which it is Sunny D, but they don't show you the label. But
It's Sunny Delight.
if you Delight, because it's 1982. But if you pay attention, when he puts it down, you can see the side where it says Delight or E-Light, so you can tell it's Sunny Delight.
Let's see. He eats the nuts.
He takes a drink of the Sunny D.
Then he takes some donuts.
And he takes a donut. And then the wife comes in and throws it back in the box, and after she leaves, he takes it back out again.
It's like, did you just put that in there?
I do like when he eats the fish food, though, because he's like, what is it? He doesn't. Mayfly eggs. And like, yeah, mayfly eggs. Well, yeah, there's going to be some kind of bugs in there. Because it's fish food. Goldfish is fish food. Fish food's going to have some kind of bugs, plankton, something. But... yeah, and so our first victim is on the toilet, sort of. You know, I noticed there's a bit of toilet killing or associated with toilet. This guy's on a toilet. Later, Chuck goes to the toilet and is killed afterwards. Then, of course, you have the infamous one from Part 5. Ooh, baby, oh, damn enchiladas. That one, so, yeah. But yeah, this guy's on the toilet, and...
he hears a noise.
He hears the noise, so he goes over to check, and that's when he gets killed. And then his wife gets killed. In curlers, by the way. Like, yeah, but this is our first... because the flashback thing is not show what happened last one. That's not in 3D. So our first thing is here. The first thing we see is this guy knocks over this pole that's keeping the hanging clothes up. And so when he goes to put it up, that's when the first thing gets stuck in the face. But after this opening kill, we cut to someone playing baseball, and the baseball bat is like right in the face. You know, and they do it quite a few times. Like there's one where Andy is using the yo-yo, and it goes in his girlfriend's face, and she goes, "Oh, that was close." I'm like, "Yeah, close. It's in your face. Be careful." It goes smack. I don't think it was supposed to, but they kept that take in the movie, and so. By the way, Andy's girlfriend is supposedly pregnant. That plays nothing into the plot. She still dies. I don't know why that was.
You'd think that the pregnant woman is going to live, but nope.
I mean, in Nightmare on Elm Street 5, she lived, but she was already a main character in the fourth one, so. Yeah, I don't know. But
that's the Dream Warriors one, right?
Dream Warriors is 3, Dream Master is 4, and Dream Child is 5.
I liked 3 and 4. I didn't care much for 5, but Dream Child just.
I think 5's okay.
It's decent, but it's not in the top 5.
But yeah, so we're introduced to our main characters here. I don't know all the names. I know Andy. He's the one that likes to walk on his hands.
There's Shelly.
There's Shelly, who is
a dipshit.
He's probably one of the most famous characters because he's the one who gives Jason his mask. Because he puts it on. He's wearing a different kind of mask here. Where it's one of those ones that are clear, and they kind of distorts your face or whatever. But yeah, he's a prankster, which.
Yeah,
which gets him in trouble. Yeah, it's basically the boy who cries wolf because he's doing these pranks throughout the movie, and then when he actually gets his throat slit off screen, I might add. But later, when he's in there, when he shows up, and Chili, yes, her name is Chili and Chuck. They both start with a ch. Although I kept doing his voice as Tommy Chong. Hey man.
It would have been interesting to see how Jason actually killed him. Yes, he got his throat.
Yeah, his throat slit. I'm assuming maybe he took the spear gun, just went.
That machete or the axe.
Or the axe. He uses an axe, a machete, a spear gun. He's a spear fisherman. And there's also, I said there's a bit of toilet stuff. There's also eyeball stuff in this. You got that crazy Ralph guy. That's not Crazy Ralph, but he's a replacement. He's putting an eyeball in the screen, and then you have.
You were warned.
What's her face? That was supposed to be Shelly's date. She gets the spear gun to the eyeball. She took it to the face. And then you have Rick, whose eye gets popped up. And yes, there are times you can see the mechanism that pops his eye out. Yeah. And then earlier there's a snake scare, and you can tell it's on a wire. You can see it pop out, which for 3D effects you're gonna see that. Huh? But most of the effects are like, "They the phone for you," something like that. There's one point they're smoking weed. This was a funny scene though. They're smoking weed, right? And cops come driving by, and he has this movie, but even he could tell they're not coming after you. Yeah. And they stop and they drive right by, but the funny thing is they start eating the weed.
Yeah, there's more than one cop car. It's like, if they're coming after you, it would be just one car. But there's more than one. Yeah. I mean, come on. It's common sense, people. Sorry, it just, yeah.
I realized I was kind of off kilter. I was half, but, and then you got those the gang, the motorcycle gang, right? Because Shelly and what's her face? I don't know her name.
Eyeball Lady,
the one that gets the skewer to the eyeball. Yeah. They go to get food supplies using Rick's Volkswagen. Like, out of all the cars they brought, there's a van.
It's like, why didn't they go take the Volkswagen? Because it's bigger.
Volkswagen, the little Volkswagen that Shelly, but yeah. And are
you trying to think of her name?
I think it's V, but she doesn't have money, so Shelley throws his wallet,
She
and he
tried-
sucks. It's like, and then the gang shows up.
She tried to use some food stamps, but the store didn't accept them. So she
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, need
Well,
some money."
she wasn't trying to use food stamps. The lady's just like assuming. She's like, "You don't take food stamps." I think she was profiling because I think she sees Shelley and thinks, but like, yeah. So that I only know two of the gangsters. Ali is the big black guy, and then Fox is the woman. The other guy is
A skull. I don't know his
Skull.
name, but
I don't know, but they're there, and basically she has the wallet. And she's like, if you ask nice, I'll give it to you, something like that. And she's like, can I have the wallet, please? It's can I have the wallet, please, man? I'm like, bitch, give me the wallet.
he did say it.
I mean, like, come on now. But she does give her the wallet. They pay it, and then as Shelley is backing out because she makes Shelley drive.
Because
Her nerves are too up to drive. So
and she would get in an accident.
But even after that, he backs up into the motorcycle,
Which was an accident.
and then they go to drive off, and then Ali comes out and just kind of stares at him. He's like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "Drive, hello," and he's like, smiles, and then Shelley smiles at him. He breaks the fucking windshield and breaks the window, and then he drives off. And then he's like, "No, I've had enough." And he comes back and he drives over the guy's motorcycle tire. So their response is to show up.
I missed that part when he drove over the tire.
They show up. And by the way, now it's an empty can that he's holding, but this guy is smoking while holding this can. And I'm like, because it's not the liquid itself that is what's flammable. It is the fumes that lights with gas. So it'd be fucked. But he puts it out, or Ali makes him put it out, and then as they're doing that, Fox decides to go to the barn because there's a fucking barn here for some reason. By the way, I said something. All right. So in the first film they're at Camp Crystal Lake. In the second film they're at a different camp adjacent to Camp Crystal Lake, and now they're at a place called
Haven's Farmers or something.
Something Haven. And I'm like, well, how many areas are there on Crystal Lake that you could just go to? Because then in the fourth one, there's like houses somewhere too. So I don't know. It's just trying to think of what Chris's last name is. I don't know. And like, I was made a comment with Chris's boyfriend Rick. He looks like he's 40 and she's like 25. I don't know. He's very old looking. Like some people can be.
He looks like he's in like 40s, but he's probably younger at that.
This is the 80s. They live fast and
They're
young
fast,
then.
yeah.
But crumbs. But yeah, so like Fox is swinging
Whee!
on the rope, and then she like disappears, and then the smoking guy goes in, and he gets pitchforked, and then Ali supposedly died, and then comes back later in the finale.
It's like, I thought he died.
And I quoted the long kiss goodnight when he pops up. You can't kill me, motherfucker. This is what Samuel Jackson says in that movie.
He probably would have said that too. But he died.
Yes, he gets his hand chopped it off.
Then just repeatedly.
Yeah. And so he's dead by the end. But yeah, it's one of those things where they already killed off Rick, so someone has to come save Chris so she can get away, basically.
Or distract Jason long enough
Yeah.
for her to deal with him.
She hits him with a shovel.
Hit me with a shovel.
And then hangs him. But, yeah, anyway, then we get, there's a scene with Chuck where he's making popcorn that I think would be me. He's making a popcorn and it's popping. He's doing it on a stove, so it's popping. He's like, trying to catch it with his mouth. That would be me. I would do that. Yeah.
And he died, shockingly.
He got electrocuted. Yeah.
Guess that gave him quite a jolt.
Somewhere Cheech Marin is going, no, I have to do the show on my own, man. I mean, this guy, you could tell they were trying. That maybe they wanted Tommy Chong but couldn't get him, so they had a guy. He looks just like Tommy Chong, even had the bandana around his head and everything. This guy,
It looks damn similar.
yeah, but it's not him. His voice is not as deep,
No.
but he, you know. And Andy's killed, man, because they're doing it in a hammock. Now let me ask you, how the hell are you gonna do it in a hammock? Even he's like, so how do we do it? She's like, well, you lay down and I get on top of you, or you get on top of me.
First
He's like, no, in the hammock.
First she's like, well, you take your clothes off,
and then
I get on top of you,
or you get on top of me. And then, no, in the hammock.
Even I was like, duh.
Yeah, but it's in the hammock. How do you? Because that thing, that's not sturdy. So you're trying to do it.
God,
It's
no.
moving. I mean,
more
look
harm.
at me. It would break.
It'd cause more harm than good.
Yeah, I don't know. And then also you gotta think
Maybe.
you'll have like lines on your ass from the thing.
And checker pattern.
Checker pattern, yeah. You'd be like, oh, tic tac toe. But
I'd probably be the guy that would be like, hey, take that, let's play.
hey, don't touch my hand. But her ass maybe. But then she goes to take a shower and we see boobies, of course. It's the only ones in this film. There'd be more in the next one, trust me. But it's the only one you get to see here. They're nice. But then she's taking a shower, which is weird because when she undresses, it's like
You can still
spoiler alert. It's like in No Hard Feelings where when she gets undressed to go in the lake with the guy.
I've never actually seen that movie.
I know, but I showed you the picture.
It's like, what?
But when she goes to go in the ocean, they don't show it until later. She comes out, like the picture I showed. So, but like here, yeah, when they go to get in the hammock, they don't show her. I'm like, oh, maybe they don't show it. And then she goes to take a shower. I'm like, well, okay, why didn't we see it earlier? Is this the big reveal? Like, ta-da, boobies. You know, I don't know, but
you can see the outline of.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I noticed something when she's in the shower. She's got some kind of briefs or panties on or a swimsuit or something because you could tell through the shower curtain that you could see the lines. So she's not completely naked. I don't know. It's HD. You're gonna see that
notice.
shit. There's some things with HD movies some movies were not meant to see in HD. So you'll notice things. So that's it's like in Sleepaway Camp when the killer shows up to kill. What's her name? Debbie. It's the iron kill. I don't know. Spoil where the iron goes, but they show and it looks like because they use the stand-in of one actor. It looks like that actor, but again, it's not supposed to be seen in. I'm being very vague because she probably hasn't seen Sleepaway.
I haven't seen it yet.
So I'm being very vague, but it's supposed to be a different character, but they used another actor as a double for that, and you can tell it's that actor, but you're not supposed to. But in HD, you can see it better. It looks like that actor with a wig on.
That shower scene before she gets killed actually reminded me of the movie Seed of Chucky. That little shower scene in the beginning.
Yeah, but it didn't end with Jason pissing his pants. You're pissing your pants! You're pissing your pants!
No, I'm talking about when she dies in the bathroom by slipping and
yeah.
That's close in the director like we need.
But here's the thing. I swear she was done with the. No, you could say that Jason turned the water back on and shoved the bloody clothes in there. But Andy's kill is one of the best ones too, is because he's walking on his hands again, and Jason just comes and with the axe or machete, whatever, right in between the legs.
Oof.
Yes. I'd say blue balls, but probably red. Just. No,
I missed that kill, but I seen the aftermath.
Yeah, he puts him up in the rafters and it's dripping on her as she gets in the bed. Yeah, she had to have shut off the water because she was out on the hammock. Yeah, so Jason had to have done that because later when Chris is doing her final girl circuit, as they call it, she finds all the bodies.
Yeah, her boyfriend, the pregnant guy,
Pregnant guy.
Yeah, the pregnant. The pregnant girl's boyfriend.
Andy.
Andy, thank you. Actually reminded me of Ray vs. Jason when Jason just.
Yeah. But you know what I like to be touched after.
Rude.
Touch that. That guy was a dick. He deserved to die.
He did.
But
He did.
he was also on Smallville.
He what?
He's in an episode of season 1, but he's the guy in the episode with the girl. If she kisses you, you turn alt. That's him.
Oh!
Yes.
It serves him well. I didn't like the guy. But anyways.
He was less of a dick in those episodes than he was in there. But yeah, so like the final girl circuit goes off, and like I said, Ollie comes back, and then she hangs her. Like, okay, so I pointed this out too. Chris goes in and she puts the shovel on the door to the barn. Jason just kind of
opens the door,
pushes the thing and pushes it up, and then he puts this big block of wood. Like, bitch, this is what you do. And then I'm like, okay, but like, usually you do that so someone won't be able to get in. But I can see he wouldn't want her to get out. But she does. She is able to do that after he's hung, and she takes this like a wheel that would be for like a hose or something,
a cog,
Yeah,
like a
something,
big cog thing,
like a gear or something.
Yeah.
And like bumps it off, and he's hanging there, and then
it's like.
Yeah. By the way, there is a backstory that she tells Rick, which a lot of people say doesn't make sense, but I actually kind of sorted it out, where she was attacked by Jason, and it happened 2 years before this. Now, this takes place right after the second film, which is 5 years after the first film. So, you could say that during the time between 1 and 2, she came out there, and
he did.
He did that.
Yeah.
Although he is wearing the same clothes he's wearing now, so they wouldn't make any sense. But
he did the unspeakable act.
Yeah, we don't see it, but it is heavily hinted at that, heavily implied. Yes, that's the word. That he sexually assaulted her. Yes. But then when he takes his, and it's really weird because he goes to take the rope off the noose, and the mask comes off, and it's like, hello. The way he looks, and it's oh my god, it's you. And then she gets him with an axe to the face. And then we get an ending that makes no sense, but it's one of those, much like the first two, that is
nightmare scene.
A nightmare thing, which is not this franchise, but
connected.
Even Freddy has some more going. Well, this movie's hadn't started yet, but he's like, stop stealing my shit, bitch. But yeah, because she sees Jason in the window without his mask on and with the bloody thing here. He's like, comes out. And then Mrs. Voorhees, zombified Mrs. Voorhees jumps out of the lake, which doesn't make any sense because, one, bitch ain't got no head. So, but she has a head here. The head was taken off. You know that if you watch the first one, you know her head went flying.
It's like
and then it's at the end of the second one that the head is sitting there. He's got a whole shrine to her.
It's like a reminiscence of the ending of the first one.
By the way, has anyone ever noticed? I noticed this time. I pointed it out. Rick is wearing Mrs. Voorhees' sweater. It's the same exact sweater. I've never seen anyone mention it, but it's the same sweater. It's like they had it around. Just wear this. It's the same sweater. I swear to God.
Yeah, and I was like I was saying.
Yes.
The ending where she's like, Mrs. Voorhees just jumps and grabs her is a reminiscence and kind of like a switch from the ending of the first one, where Jameson grabs her. They do
those kind of things in the first thing, which is made to change it. Although they did actually film a nightmare ending for the fourth one, but they changed it. And they're like, no, we don't need to do this anymore, which I'm glad they did.
There's ending of one of them, I can't remember which one, but you see Jason's mask, and all of a sudden you see Freddy's claws just grabbing.
That's 9. That's okay. Jason Goes to Hell.
Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't actually Robert Englund did it. It was Kane Hodder, who was Jason at the time. Oh, by the way, I want to point out, Richard Brooker is my favorite Jason. I have the figure over there. I should have put that back there, actually. But you can't see it anyway. But I have you guys know, I did the unboxing for it, and it's still in the box. I just, But He's my favorite Jason. I used to say CJ Graham, but when I think of Jason, I think of big, bulking, commanding Jason, and that is Richard Brooker. He's a big guy,
Kind of like
rest in peace, by the way.
kind of reminds me of Michael. Big, burly, and just strong as shit.
Well, maybe Tyler Mane's Michael from the Rob Zombie remakes. That was a big he was like
Big,
big, like Michael did steroids in Smith's Grove big. But like, I guess Nick Castle was kind of.
But my favorite
in the first one
killer for slasher genres is Jason.
Chucky.
Followed by
Michael.
Then Chucky.
Mine would be Chucky, Michael, Freddy, and Jason.
Freddy's dead last.
I had a history with Freddy. It was one of the first horror movies I owned. Was that one in Freddy vs. Jason? So
I actually like that one.
Yeah.
My first horror movie that I've seen, it was actually Chucky. I was like little shit.
So, do you remember my ranking system from the last
1 to 5?
No, that's for my foods. It was
good.
The best one is To the Moon, pretty good. Middle of the road, not worth your time. Frying Hell.
Pretty good. In between, pretty good in the
middle of the road.
In between there, but
so that would be a low pretty good. And I'm gonna give it a low pretty good too, because I actually enjoyed this more than I did last time. So people dropping shit.
Waiting for the second shoe to drop. Waiting.
No, like Sonic. I'm waiting.
I like that in the video. Where he's like,
so, what are your thoughts on Friday the 13th Part 3? By the way, happy Friday the 13th. We're not recording it. We're recording this on Friday
This is the 7th.
the 6th.
Next week is the 13th.
It's the 6th. Because tomorrow's the 7th. That is October on the schedule. It's the 6th.
Oh yeah, the pay-per-view is on.
Yeah. Premium live event.
I'm still going to call them pay-per-views. Thank you very much.
I'm doing the Simon Miller Premium live event that he does. But, thank you for watching. I've been Scotty.
I've been the Groby.
We will be back for Halloween 3. That won't be till on Halloween, though. But,
yeah.
See you in the next one.
Okay.
Now you have to turn off the camera.